Hey guys, I'm Brian, and if you're a pilot like me, you've heard it 100 times. People come up to you saying, where do you rent planes in the area? There's never any good planes to rent. Some people can't afford a plane, some people can't afford to join a club, but they're pilots and they need to rent planes. So I've decided I'm going to make it my mission to make sure that there are planes out there that anybody can rent. I'll give you a great example. You want to rent an RV? I got an RV right here you can rent. And you know what? You may think you can't afford to rent an RV, but I got 3 different rates. I've got a wet rate, I've got a dry rate, and I've got the bring your own tanks rate. You've probably got a couple of RV tanks collecting dust in your garage right now. Fill them up with whatever you want, strap them on, and go fly. This RV also has an advanced cooling system that prevents your cylinders from getting too hot. You can't put a price on that. For those of you that are looking for a rental that goes a little bit faster, I've got a plane like this Mooney, which does 160 knots on only 8 gallons per hour. It's also perfect for someone who's working on their instrument rating. If you're a student that's trying to go after your instrument rating, this plane comes with IFR certified windows. The only difference is you're going to need an instrument taxi add-on in order to rent this plane from me. This is a beautiful example of a plane that I can rent you that nobody else is going to be able to rent you. And these windows are perfect for being in IMC because you're in IMC from the moment you step in the plane. I don't know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Brian, this plane's got flat tires. All of our planes have flat tires. It's not a problem. It's something we do intentionally. It's a security feature. If the tires are flat, guess what? The plane can't be moved. If the plane can't be moved, the plane can't be stolen. All of our rentals come with an agreement where you get to use our on-site compressor to air up the tires so you can take the plane out. We're doing this to save you money and keep our planes here safe for you when you want to rent them. Maybe you're an instrument student and you can't afford expensive things like a view limiting device. Foggles are expensive. This is a great example of a plane here. The Cicada comes with an IFR canopy cover. What happens when you wear foggles? That's right, you cheat. Everybody cheats. You can't cheat with a canopy cover like this. This is a good option for someone who wants to do some instrument training, but you don't want the permanent IFR windows like the Mooney. This is a good example. I painted this plane myself. Do you happen to be a cranky old codger pilot who pretends to hate cool things like magenta lines, but secretly you can't get from point A to point B without ForeFlight? Then I've got the plane for you. This Cessna 150 contains specially aged plastics and simulated antique avionics. It'll get you where you're going for $11 an hour, and I guarantee you nobody will know your secret. In the glove box is a button that turns the panel into a full glass panel when no one's looking. Flip it back when you're done, and nobody's going to know. We even have simulated paper sectionals in the back seats to sell the effect to your friends. What about something like a Navian? Who wouldn't want to rent a Navian? They're such awesome planes. I got this one right here that you can rent. It's fast, it's awesome, and it's built like a tank. I think this thing's actually bulletproof, which at this airport is probably a really good thing. Maybe you're not the typical single-engine piston pilot. Maybe you're someone who's working on learning how to fly gliders. Well, I've got this Navian here. As you can see, it has had the grob conversion done. So what you can do is you take this one and you tow it behind any other plane. Anything that can tow this plane will take this up, and you're a glider pilot. You could even have this Navian towed up behind this other Navian over here, and now you're a flight of 2. One with an engine, one without. Don't forget, that one has the right of way. Ever wanted to rent an air coupe? Well, I've got one, and this comes with a feature you're not going to find at any other flight rental place. We have what I call the choose your own propeller option. Want to go fast? Pop the propeller off the Mooney and throw it on this baby and do a long cross country. Don't need to go so fast? Swap the prop out from one of our 150s. Low and slow is the name of the game. You're not going to find that option at any other flight rental place, period. I'm the only one that offers it. This is probably a good time to point out that I do all of the maintenance and repairs on these aircraft. I do it myself. I'm not a certified A&P, but you know what that means to you? It means I pass the savings on to you. I also painted most of them, so I use rattle can, and it does a pretty good job from a distance. Your friends aren't going to notice. When they get up a little close, they're going to think you're ghetto, but that's all right. All right, I know what everybody's thinking, and you've probably already started to type it in the comments below. Jets. What about jets, Brian? Well, I wasn't going to tell you this because this is a future thing, but I've got you covered there too. I know a lot of people are trying to get their type ratings. They're trying to get some turbine time. You're trying to get your foot in the door with the airline, and have I got something for you? If you look just over my shoulder here, you can see what we're starting to work on. These are jets that I'm going to slowly introduce into my fleet. Now, as you can tell, they're home-built jets, and they're not completed yet. Once I figure out how to assemble these things, I'm going to introduce them into my fleet, and then students will be able to start getting their type ratings. All right, let's say you want a Cherokee 140. I can't rent this plane to you, but I will sell it to you. So what I want you to do is just make me an offer in the comments below, and I'm going to sell this beautiful Cherokee Piper 140 to you. There may be this guy named Lester who gets really, really mad and chases you and says, that's my plane. It's just a crazy guy who hangs around the airport. No one really knows why he says that, but this is my plane to sell. Like I said, leave an offer in the comments and we'll talk. All right, so that's it, guys. No more excuses. Everybody has the ability to rent a plane. I've got planes for everybody. If you're a CFI, if you're a student, if you're an advanced pilot, contact me and we will set you up with a plane rental at a price you can afford. And also, I'm going to be opening up plane rental centers across the country. You're going to start seeing my aircraft at airports everywhere. Just look for our signature flat tires and you're going to know that that's a plane that you can rent from me. So reach out to me at my email address or in the comments and let me know if you see a plane on a ramp somewhere that you're interested in renting, and I'll hook you up. All right, everybody, go out there, rent planes, have a great time, save money, and make sure no matter what you do, you fly smart. Click this link to see the most recent video upload. Click this link to see a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Click this link to subscribe to my channel.